I don't know if I can go on like this. You're probably wondering how I ended up like this. If you'd like to know, then we'll have to go back to where it all started. I'm King Lear, and this is my story. Here I am about to split my kingdom between my 3 daughters, Goneril, Regan, and Cordelia. Come, my children. My lovely daughters, I must ask how much you love me, for I shall give you the kingdom.
I, Goneril, love you more than words, more than space, beauty, wealth, or health. I love you as much as a child should, more than words can answer.
So dear and true, I, King Lear of Britain, shall gift you 1/3 of the kingdom. You and your husband Albany shall keep the land forever. Now, Regan, tell me how you feel about me.
I feel the same as my sister, father. She put it perfectly, yet I think more. I love you and no one else, and I shall continue to.
Then you shall get this other 1/3 of land, as much as Goneril. Now, my Cordelia, what do you have to add?
Nothing.
What?
Oh, how pitifully unlucky. I'm not good at explaining my feelings. I love you as much as a child should. No more, no less.
Then so be it. You shall be disowned if you do not care for me.
If this is your wish, father. However, I will be welcomed as a queen of France, if I can't live here anymore.
But, Your Majesty, you must be going crazy.
Quiet. Don't question me. You know what? You're banished as well.
What in the world? It hurts to watch His Majesty make poor decisions. I will disguise myself and return to the king as his servant.
And so, I exiled Kent and Cordelia in favor of my 2 older daughters. Oh boy, what a mistake that was. Anyways, it's time to turn our attention to trouble brewing in a different area with different people. The person causing the trouble was Edmund, the son of the noble Gloucester. However, he was born a bastard, so it was his brother Edgar who was expected to inherit his father's wealth. This is Edmund's attempt to get it for himself.
Why should I, Edmund, forfeit my father Gloucester's will to my brother Edgar simply because I was born a bastard? I will earn what is mine through wit and manipulation. Oh, please do not read this letter. It's from Edgar. Surely his words mean nothing but deceit.
These words seem all too real. He could be serious. I'll now be cautious of my traitorous son, Edgar. I fear his murderous intent.
Now I need to make Edgar think someone else is setting him up, even though it was me all along. Edgar, you must escape. Someone has made it seem like you want to kill our father, and he has men out to kill you for it.
I shall flee for now, but I will return someday.
Edgar stabbed me and ran off.
What a tragedy. We will search for him. Close all the ports.
And with this, Edmund began his rise of unjust power, casting out his good-hearted father Gloucester and his brother Edgar.
I think I trusted Edmund too quickly. I'm starting to think he tricked me. I will be poor Tom, the beggar, for now, until I can come up with a better plan.
Oh, what a scene. My good man Kent was so devoted to me, he returned to me disguised as a mere messenger, and he got punished for it.
Before, I was right by the king's side, but after being exiled, I have come back disguised as his messenger. I argued with the recipients of His Majesty King Lear's letter, and now I'm in stocks.
What is this? Regan, Cornwall, come here. Here's Regan and her husband Cornwall. This is when Regan and Goneril really started to show their true colors. I come seeking shelter from my trusted daughter Regan after Goneril's rejection. She withheld my soldiers, my one possession, and I come to you and I see my messenger in stocks?
You're being pathetic, King Lear. You're being treated as you should. If it's shelter you want, you can have it if you leave your soldiers and belongings. Otherwise, find it somewhere else.
I can't believe my own daughters would do this. I would rather have no possessions and be alone than be possessionless and with you demons. And so, I ran away. After I exiled Cordelia, she was accepted as the Queen of France, where she started conflict with Britain, all to save me. And since Kent knew where I was, he found someone that could contact her, all to help me. I really didn't deserve their loyalty.
Finally, someone I can trust not to put me in stocks. I'm putting my trust in you, gentlemen. Cordelia sided with France, and they have sent spies to Britain. Tell Cordelia that King Lear was kicked out by her sisters, and that she should expect to see the king at Dover. Take this ring to show you're trustworthy.
You have my word.
Here's around the time that I started to go crazy. Oh, this raging thunderstorm full of wind, rain, and thunder is still kinder than my 2 daughters. Nature, I don't blame you for your cruelty. I never gave you a kingdom. You don't owe me kindness.
Who's there?
A wise man and a fool.
Oh, let the gods bring their enemies to light. Tremble and shake, villain, for secretly plotting against human lives. Other people have sinned against me more than I have sinned against them.
My lord, what are you even saying? Where are your clothes, for heaven's sake?
I don't know.
My lord, there's a hut nearby. Go to the hut with your fool, and I'll go with you. I think I saw some beggar named Poor Tom already at the hut, but we should go anyways. I'll be right behind you.
Yes, I'm cold. And if I'm cold, there's no doubt you're cold, my boy. Let's go, my fool. And I was content with living in this hut with my fool and Edgar. But, as you know, Kent had other plans for me.
Gloucester has told me to take the king to Dover, so that is what I'm doing. The king's sanity is lost and his suffering is greater than any man should endure. There should be people who would care for him, and if we send him to Dover, Cordelia will be there to lend him aid. Poor Tom, I beg of you to stop talking to your demons.
But they haunt me.
And here's where Edmund comes back into the picture. As you know, Kent sent me to Dover to meet up with Cordelia. And it was Gloucester, Edmund's father, who told him to do that. However, Edmund realized that Gloucester was trying to save me by contacting France. So, he saw this as the perfect time to report Gloucester to my evil daughters and usurp Gloucester's position.
Hang Gloucester. Edmund told us he was riding to France to help the king.
Goneril, leave with Edmund. I told him to tell Albany to ready the armies against France. Keep in contact. Although I cannot kill Gloucester without a trial, I can still resolve this through other means. Bring the traitor.
Filthy traitor.
Tie him up.
What is the meaning of this? This is no way to treat your host.
You've made connections to our enemies to help the king? Where have you sent him?
Dover.
Why?
Because I couldn't stand by and watch you torment him.
You won't have to see anything. Hold his chair.
Now his face is crooked. Might as well gouge out the other one.
Oh, it must have been Edmund who ratted me out. How can my own son do this to me? Cornwall, you will receive justice for this.
Surely not. Oh, my servant. What? Kick out the traitor! It's my dying command.
Kick him out. He could sniff his way to Dover.
And so, Gloucester was no more than an exiled blind man. But hey, at least Regan's evil husband Cornwall is dead. Anyways, Gloucester met up with his loyal son Edgar, who was willing to help him. Of course, he was acting a little crazy. Edgar and Gloucester met at the hut of an old man.
Who's that? Who's there? Is there a way a poor fellow like myself could help? Oh, it's poor crazy Tom.
Well, he can't be completely crazy, or he wouldn't be able to beg. Seeing a man in such a poor state makes me regret the burdens I put on my son.
I hate pretending that I'm a wandering beggar when all I want to do is comfort my poor father. Bless you, master.
If you're willing to do me a favor, bring a blanket for this poor beggar. I'll ask him to be my guide.
But, sir, he's crazy.
It's a tragedy of our times that lunatics like Crazy Tom mislead the blind. Do as you please. Either way, get out of here.
I'll get a blanket for the crazy beggar.
Hey, poor Tom.
Poor Tom's chilly.
Come here, man. Do you know the way to Dover?
I know it like the back of my hand. Poor Tom's been scared out of his mind. 5 devils haunt poor Tom, all at the same time. One of them is Flibbertigibbet, the devil of mockery who causes chambermaids to make silly faces.
Are you familiar with Dover?
Yes, sir.
Take me to the cliff that leans over the ocean. Once I'm there, I won't need a guide anymore.
Give me an arm. Poor Tom will take you there.
And with this knowledge that Gloucester wants to jump off a cliff, we can now move on to Goneril's relationship problems with her good-hearted husband Albany. Albany strictly opposed Goneril, and wished for the safety of myself and anyone else on my side, and so Goneril began to resent him for that.
Greetings, loyal servant Oswald. Where's Albany, your master?
He's inside. He's changed. When I told him the invading army landed, he smiled. And when I told him you were on your way, he said, "Too bad." When I told him Gloucester's betrayal and Edmund's loyalty, he called me an idiot. He was delighted with the bad news and disgusted by the good news.
Go retrieve Cornwall's armies. It's frustrating that Albany continues to have control of his army, when it should be me. But it can't be helped. Act boldly, and I'll soon be your one and only woman. Take this, a token of my love. I'll write love letters to you and tell Oswald to deliver them. Don't speak. Lean down.
I'm at your service until death.
My dear Edmund, what a man, especially compared to my husband. Edmund, you deserve me as your woman. I don't want Albany in my bed.
Ma'am, my master's coming.
So you finally find me worthy of your attention.
You aren't worth the dust the wind blows in your face. I don't trust you. You can't trust anyone who abuses their father.
Oh, shut up. Your words are idiotic. Coward! You take everything lying down.
Devilish shrew. A woman deformed by hatred and rage is more horrifying than the devil. At least the devil is supposed to act that way.
You useless fool!
What news do you bring? There's justice in heaven after all.
I'm glad he's dead. There are benefits. But now Edmund is traveling with Regan, who has now been widowed. She could steal my dear Edmund from me.
Does Edmund know what happened to his father? Then I'll have to avenge Gloucester by putting a stop to Edmund's trickery. Yeah, that's right. Goneril started falling for Edmund and started despising Albany because he empathized with Cordelia and I. But this isn't where her problems end. Let's see how Regan gets pulled into this.
Regan, I need to find Edmund. I have a letter for him from Goneril. It's hard to deliver letters in times of war, you know.
What will she write to him about? I'll be grateful if you let me open the letter.
Ma'am, I'd rather...
I know what's going on here, so let me make this clear. My husband is dead, so it makes more sense for me to marry Edmund than your mistress. When you find him, give him this. People everywhere are pitying the blind Gloucester. If you can snuff him out, I'll heavily reward you. Goodbye.
Anyways, it's about time that Edgar, Gloucester, and myself arrive at Dover. Although, we all had very separate things to do there.
When will we get to the top of the cliff?
We're climbing to the top right now. See how hard it is to climb?
The ground feels flat to me.
No, it's dreadfully steep. Listen, you can clearly hear the sea on the other side of the cliff. Then your other senses must be getting worse. Could be because you're blind.
You may be right. Your voice sounds a lot more sophisticated than it used to be. Are you sure you're a beggar?
You must be mistaken. All that has changed is my clothes. Come on, sir. This is the place. Stand still. The people in the boats look like ants from here. Herb collectors would be afraid to climb this mountain. I must stop looking. I'll get dizzy and fall.
Lead me to where you're standing. Let go of my hand. Now go away. Let me hear your footsteps fade away.
Goodbye, dear sir.
With all my heart, oh almighty!
Hey, sir. Friend. Can you hear me? Answer me. Who are you?
Go away. Let me die.
You just fell from the height of 10 ship masts. Straight down. It's a miracle you're alive.
I should have died. Dying used to be the last-ditch comfort for miserable people.
Give me your arm. There you go. How do you feel?
Too well.
You lucky old man. God saved your life.
If it's God's wish, then I must follow it. From now on, I'll put up with my English, no matter how horrid.
Cheer up and be at peace. Who is that? A sane person would never dress like that.
Look, a mouse. Calm down, this cheese will get him. Call out the infantry. Oh, that arrow was well shot. Whoosh, right in the bullseye. What's the password?
Holy sweet Jesus.
Oh, that's it.
I know that voice. Isn't that the king? Ruined man. Do you know who I am?
Helen Keller, because you are blind.
Who even is that?
Oh, it's Cordelia's guards from France.
Now I will be taken as prisoner. I water the garden with my tears.
Come, I'll lead you to the shelter.
Heaven bless you.
And so, I would finally be transported to Cordelia. This led me to side with France for the rest of the war. Going back to Edgar and Gloucester, in a sudden turn of events, Servant Oswald, who was carrying Goneril and Regan's love letters to Edmund, tried to kill Gloucester for the bounty Regan put on him. But Edgar stopped him.
Oswald just tried to kill you, and he was carrying a letter. It tells of Goneril's and Regan's romantic advances towards Edmund.
They're lustfully insane.
I'll lead you to a friend's house, and then get Albany's help to confront Edmund.
Although I was in good hands with Cordelia, I didn't notice it at first.
I fear I may lose my father forever. He's more insane than sane.
Where am I? France?
Your kingdom.
Don't lie to me. Why do you cry for me? I know you don't love me. You have every reason to kill me. Just give me the poison.
I don't wish for your death. Please, let's go for a walk.
Oh, forgive me, loyal daughter. Forgive and forget. I'm old and foolish. At this time, Regan, Edmund, and Goneril all started to get too greedy. They all started to fight with each other. Opposing them were Edgar, Albany, and Kent, and they were prepared to serve justice.
Do you love my sister, Goneril?
I do, but I love you too.
Please, make the right choice.
That sister of mine will never separate me and Edmund.
I've heard Lear and Cordelia are working with the French in fighting against us. I intend to be fair and just towards Lear and Cordelia. Regan, Goneril, please don't get in the way.
Oh, please.
We need to work together and finish this war now.
Here, read this. Call for me when I'm gone with the trumpets, and I shall help you in your endeavors.
I do not understand, but I trust you. You will fight for me once I call a duel.
I swore my love to both girls. What was I thinking? I won't worry about this for now. Once this is all done, Albany shall die, and so shall Cordelia and Lear before Albany can pardon them. I must be careful. The enemy is close.
It was at this time that Edmund started to lock in on the war. He even captured me and Cordelia, and things weren't looking good for us. Anyways, let's go back to Edgar. Before he fought for Albany, he went to check on his poor, blind father.
The war is over. King Lear has fallen, as well as Cordelia. You must hide and run, father.
Leave me here to die. I no longer wish to continue.
We don't choose when to die or to be born, only how to live. Do you know who I've been this whole time?
No.
It is me, your son, Edgar.
Oh my son. I'm sorry. You really stood by me after I hurt you.
Oh, father.
Oh, that's so sad. Anyways, it's time for the great showdown between the evil Edmund and the disguised Edgar. The two brothers.
Finally, our side has captured King Lear and Cordelia, Queen of France. I have found an executioner willing to kill both Lear and Cordelia for money. Those two are the biggest symbols of hope for our opposing party, so with them out of the way, we'll be unstoppable.
Edmund, I hereby surrender all my soldiers, prisoners, and inheritance to you. I shall make you my lord and my master.
You know what? Fine. You can continue your lustful nature in prison. I'm tired of this betrayal and selfishness. You fiends are all under arrest for capital treason. And the only way you can get out of it is by fighting. I challenge you to a duel.
Okay, give me your worst.
Sound the trumpets!
Oh, I'm feeling sick.
Oh my goodness, the horror!
I told you I would return, brother.
I see. It's all come full circle. I have done so much, yet it all ends here? I suppose I'll try to right some of my wrongs. I ordered Cordelia and Lear to be killed in the castle, but perhaps they can be saved.
Oh my god, have you seen? I was on my way to find the king when I saw Goneril near death, with her own knife sticking out of herself. And she confessed to poisoning Regan as well. She said it was because of her relationship problems with Edmund. Can you believe that? Now they're both dead.
I was engaged to both of them, but we will now marry in death.
This is insane, but there's no time to worry about it now. You all need to go to the castle to save Lear and Cordelia. My poor Cordelia was hanged. I killed the executioner with all the rage that built up within me. Oh, I still feel it. I don't know if I can go on like this. Blech. Our efforts seemed so perfect, but in the end, we lost our king and his daughter.
I shall join my king in death, as I see no other option. Farewell.
And so, that is how I ended up here. I started to go insane throughout this whole ordeal, but after dying, it's like a third eye is opened. Like, I wasn't even there for half of those events, but I still know what happened. It's pretty crazy what death can do to a man. Like, I can even, time travel if I wanted to, but that's a story for another day.